Ninox database tutorial, how to create a database on Linux. So hello guys and welcome back to today's video. So right off the bat, there are three things that you're able to do in Linux, which is creating a new database, importing databases, and managing your backups. So we're going to be focusing on how to create a database. So over here, we can just click on new database over here, and you could choose actually between different templates available for you to choose from over here. So if you are creating a database for any of these options or available things here, I recommend that you choose or utilize the template because it will save you a lot of time and effort in manually building your database. So for example, you're creating a database for events. Simply utilize the events template over here. If you're looking for templates for ERP, administration, EHR, it's all going to be available over here on the left side as well. Now, this will save you a lot of time and effort so that you could spend more time optimizing the contents and how the structure works instead of wasting your time building it manually. But anyway, if you want to create something fresh, simply click on the blank database over here, which will start us with an empty dataset. So over here, let's go with empty as the name of our database name, and simply click on create database. And now we have our database over here. You could rename it, create a backup, or delete this as well if you prefer, but let's simply click it. And now this is our empty database. To get started, we could click on create a new table over here, and you could give it a name. So for example, over here, we could put in our name over here, people, I guess. And over here, you could choose between the data fields that you want to have. So of course, for people, you would have the text over here, and you could have a multiple choice as well. And let's see, we have signature as well. That's something we could get as well. Phone number, email, and what else can we get? There's also layout fields over here available for you to choose from, and relationship fields, which is for people as well. But when you're building something like this, or when you're building your table, it depends on what you're trying to record or what are you trying to have. So let's say this one is for people, right? So we have text, which is for name, multiple choice, maybe for active, inactive, stuff like that. Signature, phone, and email as well. Those are available. If you prefer, you could also get some address, but I don't see any. There we go. Location over here is also available. And you could also monitor over here on the left side. We could do some triggers over here, which is going to involve a bit of coding over here. Over here, you could check out the read access. So who can view our table over here? You could have read access for everyone or write access for everyone. Or do you want an admin to be able to, or only an admin can access or read it and write something on as well? You could also put in some conditions over here wherein it is only writable if or readable if there are some text over here, something like that. So we could put in some logics over here. For example, text date, calculation, stuff like that. It's going to be a bit hard to demo it live, but what something you could do is you could say if we have a text, then we could get some sections. For example, we go. This is just an example. It's not what I'm trying to do, but anyway, we have this. And after that, you could also do the other rules over here. So when you're happy with the field, simply click on save over here. And now you will have your rules over here. Now you can just simply add your content over here. So for example, text over here. You can also change the label, by the way. So if you double click on text, you could put in name. And over here, so let's say Ryan. Phone number, let's say, I guess a random phone number. And then ryan@gmail.com. Then they could put in their location over here. And then their signature over here, for example. And now we have our first section over here. So I could change this to name. There we go. So now we have our first table. Now you could add additional table or like additional view over here in this table. So for example, we could add an additional table over here. So let's say girl, I guess, something like that, or female. Click on OK. And over here, we're just simply going to choose our multiple choice option over here if it can or if it will allow us. But anyway, I could create some additional filtering for this page over here. So for example, for this page, what you want to have or what you want to be viewed will be specific. So for example, you don't want to, or you could add some stuff as well. Additionally, you could create some variations of your table over here or your views. Anyway, after that, you will be able to view it over here at the top section. Then you could create a new one. So let's say this is for inventory. And now you could simply put in your text over here, number, rich text, date and time, stuff like that. Then click on save. And now you can just simply add your details as well over here. Now you would have your two sections or two tables over here. You can also create a new page over here, where you could also do similarly the same thing we have been doing. Example that. And now you have a specific page over here as well, where you will be able to modify or add fields or so on and so forth. So anyway, over here, you could click on our section over here, which will allow you to rearrange the different parts. Also, if you open one, for example, this one, you could also click on relation to and select an inventory over here, which will allow you to sync or like give a relation from one field or one row or table to another. So for example, this one over here, you could put in Ryan's items in this row over here, and then you could connect them together. You could also import data from your device. So you could import a CSV. So if you have an external file that you have, you could easily do that as well. I can also check out calendar over here or search if you need to. But anyway, let's check out one of the template and stuff that we saw earlier. For example, inventory, to give you an idea on what a great inventory would look like. So over here, you would be able to see client orders. This is where you will be able to see the information. And you could also check out your different clients over here. So this one has different views. So over here, we have our status. So this is currently the active client view. For all clients view, you have this one, and then you have your language groups as well. You can check out suppliers over here, as you can see, and purchase orders. It's very straightforward actually, and it involves a bit of thinking on what you want to collect, what type of information do you have. But anyway, after this, after creating or after you're satisfied with your template or database, you could either just simply backup it as well. There you go. You can create the backup, which will then going to appear in your backup page over here. Or you could also import a database directly in this page as well. So this one is importing the whole database, while the other one is like if you import a table or something like that. But anyway, that's basically it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.